Hey, welcome to the Really Charlie podcast. And today I'm here to start of 2023. And what's trending? I don't know what the hell's trending, but we're going to look it up. We're going to try to find out what's trending. Is a little in 2022, I came to Fireside and I was just basically just kind of being a little reserved and relaxed and just kind of and I said, you know what? I gotta do this right on Fireside. I love it here. I love what y'all are doing. You know, other creators here, and so I gotta just basically come up on stage every single week and just do something. I was always trying to do things. Just kind of just you know being selective, and I just got to do me. I got to do the podcast the way I do it on the other platforms. I try to highlight people, do things, and you know, it's just it's great. Hey, what's up, Frankie J? Yeah, that's right. I overthink. I do too. I gotta stop overthinking all this stuff, because this is easy for me to just talk and have a conversation. Speaking of conversations, we got Stefan down there, with his conversation, and he just keeps it honest, and I'm just trying to do that. So the, I just want to be who I am, and let me see. 1 second here, Frankie. You want to get on the stage here? All right, we're gonna do that.
I'm already up here.
All right. I see you now.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
have too long, but yeah, for me, I decided and I read something the one day. It says overthinking kills your happiness, so don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have found since I've just started letting it fly in the last year with my show and not overthinking it, taking control of it, not letting people run my show, meaning if I have a guest, if they want to come on, great. If they want to play cat and mouse back and forth, well, I move on.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to beg people to come on. I have a good show. I put what I feel is fun and cool, hip content out. Sometimes, I could do better, but I don't allow the people around me to dictate what I'm going to do. And ever since I started doing that, things have gotten way better. So I just wanted to share that with you.
I appreciate it. I really do because, and I'm going to use that to my advantage, because I need to do the same type thing. I need to just be Charlie Perry on the Really Charlie podcast here on Fireside and just do my thing,
Yep.
and it will come out smoothly. I've been talking to people all my life, so there's no reason for me to kind of be resistant and just basically hesitant, rather. That's a better word. And I just need to do my thing. So, but Frankie,
Well, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody likes me.
I,
And you know
I
what?
like you.
I embrace that because you know what? I say this if people were to take 90% of the energy that they use to not like me to try to get to know me, it would be a different story.
True, true.
And I understand that people don't get me sometimes and they're not going to like me, but I'm going to do my show the way I do my show, and I have a following, I have a clan, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
and I just continue to go up and do my show. And the ones that need to hear it, that are going to hear it, that are going to make any difference, they're going to hear it.
Awesome, I like
So
that.
yeah, so with that, I'll end my plane, and as always, keep doing what you're doing. I support you, and I'll jump off the stage and let you be you, and just start jamming out. And who cares who's watching, listening, and have fun.
All right, man.
All
I'm
right,
going to
brother.
continue. Yes, back at you, and I'll see you on your next show, Frankie. Sonia, Michael, what's up? I see you. Angela, Stefan, my man, and the Waybot the Waybot and Woody. Woody, what's going on? Well, see, I put the title up there 2023 First Trending Reports. But I started with a conversation of me just trying to be me. I'm going to be me on Fireside from now on this year and just do my thing, no hesitation, just going to do my thing and be me. And if people come and follow, that's good. That will be good. And if they don't, I got some work to do. Uh, I can't please everybody, like Frankie said. Excuse me. Um, so yes, son, yes. So I'm just gonna do my thing and have a conversation and open every single podcast to a conversation that you as the guest, you as my followers, if you come on in and you want to talk about something, whether it's chicken soup, kale soup, anything you want, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that and just have a conversation. I think that makes it more invitational, right? That's what I think. So 2023, what's the first trending thing? Um, there was a few things already, and it's only been a few days, right? And so let's see. We're going to talk about this. People reevaluating Twitter. Um, the news is coming out that Elon Musk, Twitter is ever changing, but the latest cliff notes about social media platform might read advertisers are bailing. The Anti Defamation League has reported a spike in bigoted slurs and site on the site and charged that Musk has denied this. Some of the top brands were impersonated on Twitter shortly after Musk's takeover in late October, when the blue check verification was temporarily available at $8. So there's new evaluations on Twitter. I reevaluated it, and I just kind of got away from it. For the main reason why I just got away from it is just basically I wasn't using it really. I wasn't. It was just something. It was a hashtag. It was a post for me to put out there. So I wasn't really using it, and it wasn't catching my interest. And the things that were catching my interest were kind of negative, and I was just saying I don't want to do that. I'm promoting positivity throughout every other platform that I'm on, and why would I want to do that? And you could keep any positivity is where you place it. You put it there. All right. So if 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 I wanted to make things positive on Twitter, I just do it. Hey, the sun is shining. Or what a marvelous day. I can post things like that, and that's positivity. So I could have bring that to it. However, it wasn't something I was using, so I kind of moved on. So and I mean, the guy is he cracks me up though, Elon Musk. I mean, it's funny. He had an interview with someone, uh, and he said I'm African American, and so the person just got bug eyed and said, "What the hell?" And I mean, because he's a South African man. He's African American. He's here in America. So, anyways, that's what he was saying, and the guy he was in shock and awe, and I kind of thought it was humorous, and I laughed about it. Um, but I hope he's sincere about that when he says that, because there's a lot of pride in that. Just like if you say you're Italian American, Irish American, there's some pride in it. So if you're preaching you're African American, then show some pride. Make sure that you're showing some pride, not any kind of mockery or anything like that. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Gonna scroll down here. Will 2023 bring economic rebound or recession? As the 2023 kickstarts, connect calendars with fresh budgetary spending and inflation persists and threats of recession looms. The escalating war in Ukraine further restricts the petroleum market, wreaking havoc on gas prices and supply chains. Meanwhile, layoffs are mounting in the tech sector. Companies that expand meet pandemic demand are now cutting jobs. However, smart organizations will continue to advertise and engage in media relations despite the downturn in the economy. If the communications industry learned anything else from the Great Recession in 2007 to 2009, then it was the importance of maintaining brand awareness through the tough times. When consumers are ready to spend again, then they will spend on brands that stuck with them. True. So true. Right? Keep pushing your product, keep pushing your thing, keep pushing your program on Fireside. Or, keep pushing the item that you have, whether it's clothing lines, whether it's a food line, whether it's anything. You keep pushing it during the struggling. During the rough times, there was always someone out there selling a newspaper, you know, hot news, news flash, breaking news, they were still selling those newspapers. You know, the there may, back in my day, there was an old man in a cart. He would he would catch his daily fish and walk around through the neighborhood and say, "Fish man, fish, I got your fish." He did it. What he sold in his cart, he could bring home, bring that money home, and pay his bills. So, anyways, and if you think something's trending in 2023 in this short year, let me know. My Celtics, they lost already in 2023. So they're on a losing streak. Maybe that's trending. But they're shooting so many god darn 3 pointers, it's driving me crazy. Go to the layup. A layup. Layup is like ballet dancing. Get it up there. Off the glass, into the hoop. Voila. 2 points. Anyways. So, and feel free, anybody down there below in the audience, if you want to be a guest on the Really Charlie podcast, please let me know. I would gladly have you on here, highlight you and your show, or maybe just have a conversation. Um, I don't like debating too much. I just like conversations. Debating is kind of political, as I say. I don't like. I'm done with politics. Ran for mayor quite a few years ago, and I came in second. That's the first place. That's the first person in loser bracket. That was me. But I did pretty good, I think. So, thank you. The Let's find some more things that are trending here. And it'll remind me, on my iPad doing my thing, trying to get whatever I can for you. Talk about a few things. Um, and I see, a friend of mine in the audience. What we got to do is not, let's see, this might be nice. Product trends, all right? Don't forget about COVID and staying safe, man. Guys got to stay safe. There's people still getting sick out there. Stay safe. I panic when I'm coughing. I'm coughing now, but I'm all right. Checking myself all the time. Definitely don't like being sick because that slows me down. I really don't want to do that. Let's see. Trending products. New products for 2023. Let's see. Hmm. It's got all kinds of things, earbuds. You know, those are constantly trending. It make earbuds are making they they're so much they're nicer. You know, they're not. Um, I have a good pair. You know, they stick in my ear. They don't move. They're very very nice, and I like them. And they're small. However, if you drop them, sometimes they're easy. You can easily lose them. They don't make a lot of sound when they hit the ground, so they may fall off if you don't notice it. Um, so, got some other things. I wish I could put it up there on the screen, and it's it's a phone holder for your car. You know, those are trending. Those are new things that are trending. Um, electrical, um, oh boy, electronic devices, electronic mobile units, from bicycles to skateboards to anything. Sonia, I gotcha. Here we go. How you doing,
Yeah,
Sonia? What's going on? Thank you for
nothing
coming
much.
on.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I like trending stuff. I watch all the time. Um,
I think
so
where did I hear you on? You were on someone's show just, I believe it was yesterday. Was it Sam and Dave? I believe. I
uh,
can't, I can't remember, but
Stephanie, yeah, maybe.
yeah, maybe Stephanie's,
Or
but
Billy, that one's the one I went to. Yes, and Kathleen's. I just pop
yes,
in and out. Yeah, throughout the day, just when I have a couple of minutes and stuff. So, how's
I don't blame you.
everything?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Now that I heard your voice, I'm doing well.
That's sweet.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So,
what do you
what
know
does
any?
what is your thing for 2023, like for yourself? Like what is it that you
I
are thinking to do? Like,
one of the first thing I want to do is I really want to really get my podcast going. You know, and it's been going. I've been doing it for a few years, but when it comes to fireside, I really want to kind of put a fire to it. I really want to have a spark to it, and really get things going. I have a nice sound card, thanks to my friends Anthony and Jill, you know, and Stefan, because he had said something to them, and I got me a nice sound card, so I'm gonna get that going, and really add some sound effects to this, because I
yeah,
think Fireside is the reaction button. That's nice. I'm always pressing it, um, whether it's
yeah, it's
applause or party,
awesome.
you know.
Yeah,
So
I like those. I love emojis too. Right? So it's like,
yes,
and of course,
yes,
yeah, yeah, like podcast wise. I mean, like there's so many, and it's easier, way easier to start nowadays, right? And
yes, it
I just
is.
got myself a different mic now, so it's just on its way. So that will
Good,
be interesting. And because I'm starting my own YouTube, and of course we're doing focusing on the shorts, right? That's with the Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, the Reels type of thing, right?
very
So,
nice.
and yeah, podcast has always been something that I wanted to do because it doesn't really have, you know, visual content initially,
Hmm.
right? And so, you know, for us, myself and Ruby, and we started just like, okay, we're just gonna practice speaking to people and of course interviewing. And I started in Wisdom app and met the podcast community there, and something that
Great.
you want to try out because that's kind of how I launch that kind of thing. And as you get to know people, and of course the connection and collaboration is really strong on Wisdom, right? And
Yes,
usually, and of course we all came from most of us came from Clubhouse, right? And that's kind of like what started all during the COVID. and
yes.
and it
So
has like,
true.
yeah, it started like that, and it's been fascinating for me, and I was inspired by a few people in terms of the voice, right? That's what kind of catches initially, right? And so
Yes, it does.
building on that, and of course, 2023 is for me is building a community and a conscious community, right? In that, and met some of the people here in Fireside. Coy, whose concentration is on farming, and of course, anything to do with environment is something big for me, because focusing on what we are going forward is the soil content, and so I kind of took interest in that, and of course a few people here talking about what's going to be happening, and of course the news, the trending, what's being out there and pitted against each other, that kind of thing. It's
Hmm.
creating that kind of atmosphere. I don't listen to the news as much anymore. First of all,
That's
I
so
don't.
true.
Yeah, I haven't been watching TV for the past year, just because it gives you a different kind of, like, I watch, not even entertainment, because I don't find that entertaining, and you know what I mean.
Hmm. It's me. I'm into like YouTube. I make if I'm not watching sports, it's YouTube and other people's podcasting. I find myself self on Fireside more often, listening. Also on the other platforms, and I'm always trying to get information from other podcasts, and that I like how that consumes my time now because and I'm not worried about all that other stuff, the news and news flashes and the
Yeah.
bottom line of the screen on the TV to catch my eye to go look at something that's a little bit more nasty and negative.
Yeah, you were talking about Twitter, and of course with Elon, and I just watching, and just any changes people are not comfortable with. Yes, I mean he'll lose some sponsors and all of these things dropping and stuff like that. But this guy, mm,
Yeah, it's
hey,
I don't know. It's there's so many things. I had a topic that I was gonna be bringing up. Well, I'm gonna have a show on it, um, and it's about Bill Gates and about the population that he's into population control. So, and I think it's just some of these billionaires have so much time and they focus on so many different things. When to me, if I was a billionaire, the one thing that I would be focusing on is world hunger. And why not use my money for that or my resources for that to feed people? And they just put in other directions, and it's crazy. But I was born a poor kid, so I can relate to being hungry, and I wish they would put more money to those things.
yeah, it's kind of interesting, because if you talk about population control, and we are exploding, and we are consuming resources rapidly, and that has to be looked at as well, right?
Yes.
And looking at anything that we make is destroying something, right? And so that is, something that we need to pay attention to. The excess, and all the things that we use. You go to the grocery. Before, it wasn't ever like that, right? You have to actually hunt for your food and stuff like that, and look at how much excess we have right now, right? And how much is left over, and how much is being destroyed life wise, right? So
Right.
that, in terms of population control, and look at, we have countries like China and India being the billion mark plus, right?
Hmm.
And so, and if we, the one thing I looked at is, of course, with David Suzuki. If you ever heard of him before, he was one of those things that kind of predicted what happens if, all of these things happen, right?
Hmm.
And if we look at our resources and our climate change, especially, right, that is something that we all felt, right? And of course, our soil is disintegrating so much, so becoming a desert, you know, and rapidly growing. And as we populate even more going forward, so you can see the offset and the balance there, right? So, you know, why is it? Yeah, I mean, Bill Gates, you know, being who he is, he probably has a lot of data and all of these things. So yeah, I mean, in terms of population control and all of these things, I mean, like, what does that mean, right, in translation? And with all these pandemic and all of these things in terms of trend, we are going to see more of that because our immune system, the way we eat, the way we do things, is such that we really need to be conscious of what we're doing. And that's kind of like bringing awareness to all these things, which is something that I love to bring consciousness to, right? And
I agree. I
yeah,
like that. I like that. Thank you. Thank you, Sonia. That and this is what it's about, just being real and organic on this on my podcast. And that's what I like. Just another perspective, another because I listen and learn. I mean, I like to listen and learn. And it always draws me to get, as soon as I get done with the podcast, then I start looking. All right, Sonia said this. Let me check this out. And then I learn something. That's the greatest thing about podcasting is that you can learn something and research it and find out, you know, fact finding and making
yeah,
sure that things are right. And I like that.
yeah, that's awesome. It's nice to talk to you. I just want to pop
Thank
up
you.
and say hi and getting to
Oh,
know
thank
the
you.
community itself, right? At Fireside. And of course, the whole podcasting thing. I think, and yeah, I mean, it's really enjoyable to get to know people and make connections and collaborations within, different communities because we are global community in many ways. I have friends all over the world now because not only of this, but the things I do online, right? So,
Nice.
and funny enough, right? All of us have kind of the same purpose or goals, right? We all want to be happy, but our happiness is um, doing it in such a way is interpreted through us, right? In terms of memories and imagination and all of these things, right? And so
I
if
agree.
we, yeah, I mean, like, I know definition of that, and why not work together to get all of those, or to contribute to each other's happiness, right? That is an awesome thing to be able to do. I think if the community is built on that, that is one way that we can, in terms of um, it makes you, of course, more joyful in terms of making contribution to what's important to us, right? So
Exactly. Um, and
think,
I like that. Contributing to other people's happiness. I like that. In fact, you contributed to my happiness just by being here, along with everyone else that's here. It's
you too.
some. Thank you. Sometimes you just you can get on Fireside and there's not much interaction. It kind of make you a little down and out. But when you but I don't let that get to me because not everybody has time to be coming on, and eventually they will. Like this is and you find out who listens to your show by sharing it, and you can see all that. You say, hey, it wasn't a silent podcast. There was people listening to our message.
Yeah, for sure.
But Sonia,
Um,
I'm gonna follow you as long as you stay on Fireside. I'll follow you. Um, and feel free if you ever want to be a guest, you want to talk about something, let me know, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, you too. I mean, we're launching a new series, of course, January 5th, so Thursday evening. And
Oh,
of
nice.
course, you've probably been introduced to if you do come by our show, right, Ruby and Rodney. We all, I met Ruby, of course, from the UK. Funny enough, she lives in Houston. And of course,
Hmm.
Rodney is in Houston. So, and we kind of like funny how this kind of different apps kind of brought us together from all over, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, we're neighbors
Yes.
in many ways.
I
So,
I agree.
it's nice
Well,
to, of course, talk to you. Have an awesome day.
you
Take care.
too. You have an awesome day. Appreciate you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Great. Love that. Love that. Thank you, Sonia. You really made my podcast. I appreciate that. That was very, very nice. Um, let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this. Trending products, kitchen utensils. Let me check this out. Right. I don't know if this is trending, right? Because you we're in the kitchen every day, most of us, and this one's a sealing machine. I mean, I had one of those on and off. One broke. Uh, Potato peeler. I mean, we all had that. Uh, a ginger dicer. Well, be more people are kind of using ginger, for health reasons. Um, let's see. Garlic masher. See, I don't. Well, I don't think this is trending. It's more of a routine thing, right? What do you think? Women's robes trending. I don't agree with that. I think a woman wears a robe all the time, right? All right, let's see. Top trending topics. Beauty trends. Let's see. What's beauty trends? Let's see. Well, with all those, you know, those imitation lashes that the girls are wearing, uh, that's something that's trending. And I mean, to me, I'd rather people be natural, and just be the beautiful person they are. But everyone's doing it. It's all over the place. And gotta look twice. COVID-19 trends. Let's see. Do yourself haircut. A lot of people are doing that only because of the COVID trends, and they're just kind of cutting their hair themselves. I wouldn't do that personally. Um, Unemployment. Now online churches because of COVID. Uh, chicken coops. That's weird. More people are buying bulk ammo, bunch of blue light glasses, unclogged toilet paper. If that may unclogged toilet, sorry, unclogged toilet paper. um, Oat milk, toothaches, unemployment applications, online churches, which I said, upper back pain. These all things are trending that are related to COVID. Resistance bands, nail kits, scavenger hunts, TikTok lights, guitar tuner, which is like for a podcast or something. All right. Well, anyone? Hey, Ariel. Oh, he's gone. So I just want to leave this last few minutes for anyone that wants to come up here and talk about something. We can. I touched up on a few things about trending things, but it's early in the year. Things will kind of doing a once the first month goes by, more things will probably be trending. One thing that's trending is New Year's resolutions. People, you know, creating some kind of goal for themselves, and all more power to you. Um, but it's usually something that we should be doing anyways, right? We should be doing that. We should be doing any resolution we come up. I guarantee you, you could say, yeah, you should be doing that. You know, losing weight, um, working harder, trying to get better. You know, those are all things that you should be doing on a daily basis. So, um, anyways, all right, everyone. Woody, Michael, Stefan, myself, Sonia just left. You know, thank you, and everybody on replay. Thank you for joining me on the Really Charlie podcast. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to continue to follow you also in all your shows. Please invite me to every single show that's out there, because that's what I'm doing. I'm fireside listening. I listen to everything. I try to interact with everyone as much as I can. I'm definitely not afraid to go on the stage and talk about anything. So please invite me. All right, everyone, continue to join me on the Really Charlie podcast. I appreciate you. Love you, love you, love you. Continue to support me. Feel free. Come on the Really Charlie podcast any chance you get. God bless y'all.